I've cut out the instruction cards. You can leave them together if it's easier for you, but this way you can put them together with the other cards into one stack and keep them in a little bag. Step 2, we just will describe the situation to the game players. We'll choose a partner for the game. Each player can just shuffle and pull one out. The ones that are not drawn, they still will be available for the gameplay. The ones that are in the game will be set face up. On step 4, we can decide how we're going to make decisions as a group. Next, choosing a location is going to be one of the biggest decisions that we'll make as a group, because it will determine what resources we have available. And that's the point at which we might want to look up information online. Travel plans may or may not come into play. If we're deciding to hunker down where we are, then we won't need to look up much of that. Once we've decided where we're going to stay, then it's time to look at all the supplies and decide with our $500 which ones are going to be the most useful and necessary, depending on how and where we're going to travel or what resources we have available to us in our specific area. The ones that we choose, we will keep those out, and we may lose some of them, and the others we'll keep available face down because we may have a chance to gain more supplies. Then we'll come to the point where we actually start the game, where we actually start to face challenges. The first day we'll face a challenge that involves people. For example, in this card, we have hopelessness. Depression is setting in for one of the group members. If we have a psychologist or crisis social worker in our group, then we can work it out. But we don't, so we have to lose one of the people. We'll put this card at the bottom since we've finished that day. And we will have to, at random, choose one of these that will be lost from the group. There's got to be some way in which we make a mark on a page or just some kind of tally to say we've passed one day. And for each player and each person left, we're going to lose one of our rations for the day. We will have counted out our number of rations that we have, and that can be based partly on how much food we bought, but we will take away one for each player in the group and for each of the partners that we have left. Then the next day, we will go to the next card. Looters. We get some of our supplies stolen. Do we have the protective conditions, which might include both personnel and certain supplies? We might have to lose some of the supplies and put them back under the cards stack. And then again, at the end of that day, we will take out the rations of food for that day.